So, slight warm-up bit before we talk about Armageddon. The fucking AI video, I finally got around to answering the rest of the comments that I needed to catch up on. Fucking AI video, somebody left a comment, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And he talking about, when I was talking about the movies that I was watching, which were Princess Mononoke, Secret of NIMH, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. What 2 out of 3? 2 out of 3, bitch? What 2 out of 3? What's the 3? What's the movie that sucks? What's the one that ain't as good? Really? I know it isn't Princess Mononoke. That movie's fucking amazing. Everything about that movie's amazing. I know it isn't Secret of NIMH. That is a classic cartoon. Based off of a classic book. It's a great fucking, man. Such a good cartoon. So you tell me it must be Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is one of the cooler movies that has come out in the past, like, 20 years. It's amazing. I've never watched any of the other Puss in Boots movies. I don't know anything about them. Fuck Puss in Boots. I give a fuck about Puss in Boots. I don't care about Puss in Boots. It's the writing in that movie. The writing in that movie is fucking amazing. I mean, really, truly amazing. The characters, the character interplay, that is an amazing movie. If you haven't seen it, essentially, it's like one of those old Looney Tunes cartoons, right? Totally made for adults. However, kids watch it and they think it's funny, even though they do not get the joke as much as adults do. It's made for parents to watch over the heads of their children, as the children don't fucking get it, but they go, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those type of cartoons. And it's all about midlife crisis and facing death fucking with honor. Like, dude, it's an amazingly good flick. Like, I almost want to say I can't even believe it's Puss in Boots, but I can't believe it's any of the other two. Like, fucking Secret of NIMH? Secret of NIMH is an amazing, the fucking story of Mrs. Brisby? Fucking classic cartoon. I think the thing came out like fucking 1982 or some shit like that. Old cartoon, but man, it still holds up. I'll admit, still holds up. I watched it a couple days ago, last week. Still holds up. It's still really good. Even the animation is still pretty fucking good. For its time, it's almost amazing compared to some of the shit we got going on now. Back in the days when Disney made good... I don't even think it was Disney, but whatever. It was back in the day when Disney made good cartoons. And other people made good cartoons. Secret of NIMH is amazing. And I know it isn't Princess Mononoke. One of the best cartoons I've ever seen in my life. Again, the characters, the character interplay, the whole story, the way everything kind of falls out, the action, the badassness of Ashitaka. Man, fucking... So I don't even know what that guy said 2 out of 3 ain't bad. You ought to be shitting me. Like, the only thing I can think is he hasn't seen one of them. Maybe he hasn't seen Secret of NIMH, but he's seen the other two. Maybe he hasn't seen Princess Mononoke, but he's seen the other two. Maybe he hasn't seen Puss in Boots: Last Wish. I don't know. But if you haven't seen, like, the only thing I think, the dude hasn't seen Puss in Boots. He's just like, Puss in Boots. Dude, you gotta watch that fucking movie. The movie's amazing. Anyways. That shit gets my blood boiling. Because, man, I think all 3 of those movies are fucking amazing movies. Now, Puss in Boots has some pacing issues. I will say that. It starts very fucking slow. And there's a lot of pacing issues. But there's an amazing story in there. Anyways, like I said, I don't even know what he's talking about, because he said 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But those are the 3, and dope. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you gotta see it. And if you've seen it, You gotta watch it again, but fucking open your eyes this time. Pay attention. Because missing out is good shit. Anyways, so warm up bit over. Now we go with the show.
They're programmed to be peaceful, like you. But for some reason, it's not catching.
Donald Trump.
What?
They suppress the lighting, the glycosylated salts, and then boop, boop, boop. Angry turtles. We don't like it.
There's the rub.
Man, this sucks. I have to turn the AC off because it's loud to be able to record. And it gets hot fucking. We're at 6 minutes in and I'm already starting to sweat. Shit. Alright. So, Operation Midnight Hammer. Holy shit. Well, I'm making fucking stupid videos about Predator cartoons and yelling about idiots. Donald Trump is laying the midnight fucking hammer down. That's gotta be some sort of like, you know, racial penis thing, right? Like that's big dick, big black dick. Put a big black dick on him? Yeah, that's what we did. We put the big black dick on him. Fucking midnight hammer, bitch. Like, they're sending fucking planes this way to distract and sending planes this way. Everybody spread out. Everybody fucking goes all different. And everybody's like, oh shit, what do we do? And what they did was the Iranians went, is something happening? They had no fucking clue. We didn't even need to do that shit. I honestly don't even think we needed to do that shit. Who the fuck was looking out for us to go over there and do something? Like, what? They were sitting around with their thumbs up their asses. They have no fucking clue what's going on. We flew in there and they didn't know. Bombed the fuck out of their shit. They didn't know. And then we left. We were fucking halfway home before they figured out their underwear was on fire. This is crazy shit, man. Like, dude, the Iranians is bitches. Like, sent out planes. They have these motherfuckers fueling in the air. The big air fuel tanker things with the big dick that comes down. They attach it to the forehead of the other plane and fill it up with fucking gasoline, baby. We got bombs to drop. Like, I mean, it's like, all right. If you essentially the way the whole operation went down, because I watched the whole thing, Pete Hegseth talking about, Secretary Hegseth talking about the whole thing with the diagrams and all the pictures with the little planes on it and shit. I watched the whole thing, and essentially, if you've seen the movie Top Gun Maverick, the new Top Gun movie, the newest Top Gun movie, if you've seen that movie, that's exactly what happened, right? All you gotta do is just watch that movie, and you'll essentially have watched them train for the mission and done the mission. The only thing is, you just gotta ignore the parts where they are high speed going through the ravine, like they're in Star Wars and it's fucking trench run. They didn't do any of that. They didn't need to do that shit. And they didn't need to do the steep climb up the mountain and then invert so that they could go over and fucking come back down with speed. They didn't need to do any of that shit. They did have to drop bombs one after another onto the same target. That's important. Because that's the only way it's the same. They didn't have to do the big steep climb out and then they didn't have to get away from the sands. So if you take out every single solitary bit of the action except for the come, like the point when you go, that's the only thing. But watch that movie and just only pay attention to that one part and you'll have seen exactly what happened. Times 6, bitch. They dropped 12 of these big bad motherfuckers on one site, and then they dropped another 2 on another site, because apparently that was a little bitch site. So it would be more like the little bitch site that only got 2, Top Gun Maverick, right? But the other one is like a barrage of Top Gun Maverick, except they're dropping them from like way high up, and they're just, just send them all down. Man, big bombs, big boomies. And they come down and they had like 200 feet of concrete or some shit. And they just punch into that shit, blow a big old fucking hole open. And then the next one, right into the same hole. and just boom, man, like they rocked the fuck out of that place. They had pictures that was kind of cool on the news where they're like sliding the pictures back and forth, and they're like, yeah, see buildings? No buildings. See buildings? No buildings. See how there's like things there? You see these things here, and you see these things here, you see how it's fucking flat? Yeah. Oh my god! Fucking crazy! Man. And they also let other part of Top Gun Maverick, when they launched the fucking Tomahawks from the submarine, that happened too. They launched a shit ton of something, like 12 Tomahawks at some other facility. Just blew up all their shit. They just fucked them up. And in response, the Ayatollah had them make another AI video of him dropping a nuclear weapon on the White House, which he dispersed to his people, and then he went to everybody else in the world and said, man, we're pissed and we're going to do something. And they all went, okay. And so he decided to attack Qatar. I don't know why. I don't know what the Qatari people did to him, but man, he attacked Qatar. Well, I mean, not technically. He attacked our base in Qatar that apparently like had no people. I don't know. They were saying that there was traumatic brain injury, which means somebody had a concussion. They attacked one of our base, sent all these piddly little missiles over. They said the operation name, and it was Operation Al-Shabazz or whatever the fuck it was. I don't know. But they said that it loosely translated to Operation Prissy Bitch. And so they launched Operation Prissy Little Bitch and fucking attacked one of our bases, hurt some soldiers. Nobody died or anything like that. It wasn't anything big. They moved all the planes out and everything. I'm hearing that there was nobody even there. I'm hearing that there was people that had traumatic brain injuries, which I kind of read as concussions. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think anybody was, blasted into another genetic code. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think everybody just goes, my head, it's fucking loud. You know what I mean? Like, some of that probably happened. I don't want to minimize. I'm just guessing. Because, again, I do want to minimize any type of success for Iran. Because, man, Operation Prissy Little Bitch didn't do very much. Because everybody's like, whatever. Except for the Qatari people. The cutlery is fucking out and the shit is getting sharp. And they are like, look, I get it. You're attacking the U.S. base. But, bitch, that shit is on our land. And they are pissed. They are talking about a retaliatory strike of their own. I'm like, oh, shit. They're pissing everybody off now. Because it's not like they can attack the U.S. base in Iran. There is no U.S. base in Iran. There's U.S. base all around Iran. But there isn't anyone in Iran. So it's not like they can attack U.S. base in Iran. There's no fucking U.S. people in Iran. We evacuated the shit out of all of them, I hope, long before they did this shit. I mean, I remember months ago, they were saying that they were evacuating all the people, all the Americans out of Iran. Months ago. Man, that was essentially when they told us we're going to bomb the shit out of Iran. Just wait, because we are going to bomb the shit out of Iran. You better watch. And man, bombed the shit out of them. Fucked all their stuff up. All of the toys that Israel didn't bomb, we bombed. Because no, you can't have a nuke. No, there is enough problems. We have Russia with nukes that we wish we could just fuck up and tell them to sit down and shut the fuck up. We got China with nukes that we wish we could just shut the fuck up. We've got North Korea, shut the fuck up. But we can't do that. Why? Because they got fucking nukes. We started a thing with them, that could escalate into being a thing. But like beating up on Iran is kind of like beating up on a little girl. You just smack that bitch around and shove her down and then she makes up AI videos of you being a big bad monster. except like on a national scale. So I'm not really laughing at like abusing women. I'm laughing at abusing the fucking government of Iran because they're all dumbasses. Like, it's like if all of the liberals got together and made their own nation, this would be the stupid shit they'd do. They'd piss people off, they'd get bombed, and then they'd talk about how amazing they are and how we're so close to victory, guys. Man, chat, you just watch. We're almost there. And everybody in the chat's going, what are you even talking about? Like, immediately they shut down the internet because God forbid they see Operation Prissy Bitch and all the amazing damage that it did. But it's like the same thing over and over again. When we killed Soleimani, they did Operation Prissy Bitch 1. This was Operation Prissy Bitch 2. They did Operation Prissy Bitch 1 where they fucking just launched some random missiles at our base, and we were kind of like, whatever. A couple people got hurt. Nobody got killed. Some a truck blew up. Whatever. But like, this is what they do. They piss people off. They get fucking bitch slapped. And then they go, well, we gotta attack something so that we can not look like the pieces of shit that we are. So we're just gonna kind of like attack you. And they call everybody. They called the US and say, hey, we're gonna bomb your base because otherwise the people will revolt. And they were probably like, alright, you know that's just gonna cause more problems for you down the road, right? Like, whatever, do your thing. And they called the cutlery, and they said, Cutter, we're going to bomb some shit that's in your country. And Cutter probably went, no, don't you fucking dare. That's our airspace, and we'll be pissed. And they probably went, lesser of two evils. And then they bombed the shit anyways, and now Cutter's pissed. But from what I understand, I haven't really dug into this part of it yet, but I saw on a ticker on the news that Iran and Israel want to do ceasefire talks. And I'm like, no shit. Alright, so we'll see what happens from that. I honestly, at this point, I honestly wonder if these new ceasefire talks aren't a way of going, hey Iran, let's go over here and have some ceasefire talks. And they're about to kill everybody else in the upper command structure of that fucking country. Because that would be like, what, the third, fourth time? They said, hey, we're going to go and have these talks. And then Israel bombs the shit out of them when that doesn't go through. And they said, all right, well, I'll tell you what. We'll give you 2 weeks. And what they gave them was 2 days. And then they bombed the shit out of them. And now they're like, we want to talk ceasefire. And I'm just wondering if they're like, sure, come on, talk ceasefire with us. That'll be fun. And they're just going to bomb more shit over. And the best part about it all, no civilian deaths. Yay! We let the Israelis do all the bombing that might kill civilians. We just take out the big military bases that they can't handle. I love that. I love this. Dude, if Kamala fucking Harris was president right now, your daughter would be drafted and a fucking foot soldier to go and die for fucking this shit. And not now. Donald Trump's like, we'll go over and bomb the fuck out of them. We understand you can't handle that shit. Yeah, we'll go handle the shit you can't touch. But beyond that, this is your problem. Like, this is your fucking problem, your whole little region. And everybody's, oh, man, now they're going to have sleeper agents. And I'm like, well, why the fuck do you think we wanted to round up so many fucking illegals? You assholes stopped us from rounding up all the fucking illegals. We wouldn't be worrying about sleeper cells so fucking much if you wouldn't brought in so fucking much illegals. Damn it! Like, does anybody else understand how the world fucking is a connection of things? Like, it's cogs in a wheel, and they all fit together like this, right? And So yeah, I guess we got to worry about sleeper cells because, you know, fucking Biden decided we needed a fucking 1,000 of them. So why not bring them all in? Hey, bring in all their friends. Sure, why not? What do you got in there? What do you got in there? Is that a nuke? No, no, it's just C4. Okay, you can go in with a C4. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Just no nukes. All right. So, yeah, great, awesome. Now we got to worry about, and this is the crazy thing, like CNN and all of MSNBC, they have decided to hone in on this. Well, now he set off all the sleeper agents, all the sleeper cells that that we cheered on the last administration leading fucking into our country. Well, now they're going to be pissed. Yeah, great. Why don't you, you know, why don't you work towards letting people fucking do their job? As opposed to opposing everything. Maybe resistance isn't the best thing in the world. Because maybe there's a fucking world beyond your ego. But yeah. Whew. Averted World War III.